Hey guys, and welcome back for another video about Warhammer Online, the private server Interbellum. They have released some more information regarding the tiers and how that's going to work and how many levels per tier. So let's go and have a look. But before we do that, remember to please subscribe, follow, and share and help the channel grow. So the first tier is called the tutorial tier, and this is a tier where it's meant for people to learn the basic concepts of their class. The first 3 levels will be a guided experience of quests tailored to a specific class, allowing you to know your class, your skills, and how to play it. Remember that Interbellum has nothing to do with Age of Reckoning or Return of Reckoning. They have a completely new system of skills and how things work and what the classes do. So those 3 levels might be just crucial enough for people to get their heads around how the new thing's going to work. Also, this means that up to level 3, you'll be doing some PvE. You will not be allowed to PvP until you reach level 3. After that, you're free to go anywhere you want in PvP. Also, the maximum level for PvP will be level 10 for the tutorial tier, and it's tentative. Also, by that time, you will only have 1 hard specialization available to you to this tier. And just keep in mind that the Interbellum server is still under development, which means that some things are not ready yet, and maybe they will be for launch. But in case they are not done by then make an exception on that, and we'll see what exactly that means. I mean, we will be able to play PvP from level 1 until they implement it or not, and we'll see. But so far, they're not done yet. But that does not delay the launch or whatever is the date that they have in the mind as the launch, because they can skip that. Now, during the tutorial tier, you will have 8 core free abilities. You will also get 4 core free tactic to use. Also, you will have a free adrenaline skill per slot. You will also end up having 11 mastery points, which you can use them to get an extra 2 abilities. You will have 3 more tactics, 1 adrenaline 1 and 1 adrenaline 2 by the time you leave this tier. So you will have a lot of things on your hands to play with. Your character will feel good and strong, and you should have a lot of fun with that. Also, that's the classic mechanism is still maintained here, that anyone who is above the level for the tutorial tier will be chickened out, and you know how much fun or how annoying that can be. Finally, besides the levels, the adrenaline you're going to get and all that, you're also going to get a full set of gear by level 3. This gear will be 10 to 15 item levels below whatever the current season maximum is, and also all the gear drops in that tier, the tutorial tier, will be tutorial tier plus 1. So you're always going to get a little bit better gear as you level up. And final about the gear, just a reminder that all gear in Interbellum are bind on equip, which means if you don't put them on your character, you can sell them, you can trade them, you can save them for your alt, you can give them to your friends, to your guild. You can pretty much gear up anybody you want. So tier 1 seems to be short, so the learning curve might be a little bit steep. You gotta learn a lot of things quickly, but it also gets you into the PvP faster with more skills. And in my opinion, that is a good thing, because we all love the grind, but Warhammer Online for me was always about getting the gear and killing other people, not chasing sets. So if you enjoy PvP, I think this is going to get you into it a lot faster. Then we have tier plus. So as Return of Reckoning here, we also have 2 tiers. We have tier 1 and 2, 3, 4 in Return of Reckoning. Here we have tutorial tier and tier plus. In tier plus, it's meant to be the end game. So after level 10, when you graduate from the tutorial tier, you will be on tier plus. There is no minimum level for this tier, which means that even if you level 8, you still can go there if you want to. Nothing's stopping you. Now, there's another topic here which I think has been somewhat misunderstood by many, including myself, and that is how long does it take to go to maximum level, and that is 20 hours. And that assumes that you do not skip any of the tutorials, which means that if you do, that means that you will be max level in less than 20 hours. Now, this is a little bit of a double-edged sword in my opinion, because the new players might require more time to play, all players that have experience and they're going to migrate from Turn of Reckoning to this server, or they've been banned and they're coming back, they already know what's going on. So for them, it will be getting into the top tier to have fun and arrange warbands and guilds and everything a lot faster. For the new players, might be a little bit too quick. Also, the max level here is considered to be level 30, which means by level 31, actually hitting 30 plus something, you will already have all your mastery points. You can support any build, you can do whatever you want with your build, and you can play with that. Also, it's worth noticing that the career ranks do not affect any combat formula, and there is no combat benefit going after 30 level. So max level is 30. If you notice, again, we're not talking about renown at all, because renown is something that has nothing to do with combat skills, buffing, or extra perks. It's something that's going to be used for MMR, it's going to be used for leaderboards, it's going to be used for the season, which is also degrading. It doesn't go to 0 every season, but it does drop low, and I think the maximum level is still 255 for that. So after level 30, you have to move on in those levels if you want to carry on, and of course you will get some XP by playing. It will reward you titles and cosmetic benefits only, so everything has to do with combat, you have it by level 30. Also, after you finish tutorial tier 1, you're going to have 1 hard specialization. Every class has 3, and according to what we've seen, they're all functional. You can use any of them. So you need to unlock the other 2, and that's going to be done through some questing. There's going to be quest lines opening up at level 15 for the second hard specialization, and at level 20 for the third one, and they're both tentative. And also, you don't get to choose which one to unlock. So I'm assuming that it goes from left to right. You start with the one on the left, then at 15 you unlock the middle, and at 20 you unlock the right one. They go in order. You don't get to choose, oh, I'm 15, I want to get that one or that one. So you're going to go through it. However, being 20 hours to the max level, pretty much 1 day, I don't think that's really a problem. So you're going to have everything you need by level 30, and that also means that when you hit 30 and you are on the final tier, the endgame tier, you have the same thing as everyone else, and your item level will be the same as everyone else, which it saves the frustration of, oh, I went to the top tier, I'm level 16, and I'm fighting people with sovereign or people with better gear, and I'm in a disadvantage. But level 30, you're all going to have that. And even if you're a new player, you're still going to have competitive gear. You're just going to have to mini-max them a little bit later as you play along. Now, what are you going to do if in 20 hours you are at the top tier, you have the gear, so what now? A lot of people like to call, to chase the carrot, as we say, gear and that. So you're going to have 2 options. Option number 1 would be Fashion Hammer. That is to go and collect different appearance items and dies to try and play with your character and make him look good. Don't forget that in Interbellum, everything you gain through events, you're going to keep pets, mount, whatever it is, you keep it. There's no 30 days, 60 days and stuff like that. So you will have things to collect for those that enjoy Fashion Hammer. The second thing you're going to have to do is chase combat gear. The 2 categories. Also, combat gear have nothing to do with cosmetic gear. It's 2 different categories. It's 2 different activities in the game, and you go about them in different ways. So, one, as we said, is the cosmetic gear you're going to go and chase after you reach the maximum tier. Second is to try and minimax your gear, try and find higher tier gear, the best stats, minimax them as much as you can, optimize your character, optimize your characters, and that might take a little bit because gear is random, but with the ability to buy anything from the trade post, trade with friends, so somebody might, one of your friends or guildmates might get something you don't have and you can trade instead of just being locked to the character, might make things a little bit easier. So you have those 2 things that the devs mentioned on the release, but I will add one more thing, third, and that is go out there and have fun. You can always log in, join the lakes, the PvP areas, kill people, do scenarios, craft a little bit. Okay, it's still in the game. Don't forget that you can get your materials now from PvP. Instead of picking a gear from the drop loot boxes, you can pick up materials. So the more you PvP, the more materials, the more crafting, the more sales, the more money. And you know, you can go on about that. So PvP is the cornerstone of everything on Interbellum, because everything goes around it, and it has been stated that they want a PvP centric server, so they're focusing on that first. We'll see about everything else. This is the latest release that the guys did about the tiers. So just to summarize a little bit, we have 2 tiers. Tutorial tier, you're gonna get 8 skills, tactics by level 10. You're gonna get a full set by level 3. The drop's going to be a bit higher, so you can minimax by elites level 10. Have 1 hard specialization, and then you graduate to the tier plus at level 11. Maximum level is 30. At 15, you unlock your 2nd specialization. At level 20, the 3rd one. By level 30, you have everything. And then you're going to have to chase cosmetic, dyes, mounts, other stuff. Minimax, optimize, builds, gear, and things like that. And just go in PvP. And that's it. I know it may sound a little bit, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that. And we'll wait and see when the launch is to trial this and see how that feels. If 20 hours is too short, is too long, and how we feel about the classes in action. That's it. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Help the channel grow so we can be here to make more videos and inform you about the games you love.